What problems have you found young people having when they're new to the country?
I think there are lots of different problems that young people have when they first arrive in a new country, but one of the biggest ones is about where they get information and who they ask to find out information about lots of different types of things. So I think that's a really big problem.
How do you support young people?
Well, what we do at Glasgow Clyde is we have young people coming to learn ESOL, and what that means is that they come in and they're working with other young people to learn English, but we also offer them lots of different guidance to help them think about where they want to go next after they've learned English.
How can people get support from your service?
Well, most young people that come here come because they're referred from social workers or the Red Cross or YCSA, but young people can also just come themselves and ask to speak to me, or they can come with their friends and enroll for English courses here.
All right. Do you think we need more support in Glasgow?
Definitely. I think one of the problems is that sometimes circumstances change. So for example, if you're asked to move house, or if you need to open a bank account, I think those things can be very difficult for young people to manage on their own, and sometimes they've got a lot of support from other people like social workers or key workers, and even when they do have a lot of support, it can still be very difficult. So I think if the agencies that work with young people worked more closely together, that would really help.
What is the biggest challenge you face in your work?
That's a really hard question. Well, I think the biggest challenge is that there are lots and lots of young people that need help, and sometimes I don't have enough time to help them in the way that I would like to. And sometimes they don't tell me what their problems are. So I only find out that maybe they don't have a fridge or a cooker, or they don't have enough money to come to college. Before, it takes a long time to me to find out that information, and I could have helped them if I'd known before, but mostly I would say it's that I don't have enough time.
Okay. What challenges with money do people face when they're new to the country?
I think there's quite a lot of different challenges that young people face about money. One of the first ones is learning how to budget your money, because if you've grown up in a family or in a community, you've really not had to worry about budgeting. So you've not had to pay bills or have enough money to buy all your food, and I think that's really difficult for lots of young people to learn how to manage their money. I think things like opening a bank account, that can be quite difficult as well. And then I think things like when young people get contracts for mobile phones, sometimes they don't know that they're signing for maybe 18 months or 2 years, and the contract can be quite expensive, and then they can't get out of it. So I think there are lots of different problems with money, and I think helping young people understand how to save money and how to budget money and being careful about what they sign is really important, because I see lots of young people that get into lots of problems because they haven't saved enough money to pay their rent, or they've signed a mobile phone contract and they can't get out of it, and they don't have enough money for other things. So I think that's quite important. Those are the things about money I think they need help with.
All right, thank you very much.